Hi, I'm Jonathan Jones. I'm the Provident Prepper, and today we're going to do some experimenting. As some of you may know, I'm an engineer. I was born without a personality, and I'm a very boring person who loves numbers. And so today we're going to do some experimenting with these different kinds of alcohol to figure out which one might be the best for you to use in your camping needs and also in your preparedness needs. We have denatured alcohol, we have Everclear, we have isopropyl alcohol, and we have safe heat. Which one do you think is going to work the best? We're going to find out. For the method of this experiment, we will use the scale to weigh out each of these fuels into this burner, and we will use that to boil 2 cups of water. We will also be using safe heat, and this of course is in its own can, so we will use that can, we will weigh it before and after. So in each of these cases we will find out how much fuel we used. We'll take an assessment of the quality of the flame, both in heat and in cleanliness, and we will determine which of these fuels is best for our different camping and prepping needs. 203.
203, 9 minutes and 50 seconds.
As you can see, that really is a very kind of wild yellow-orange flame. It's very sooty, and we're just about there. 203 right there. Okay, we reached a temperature of 203 degrees at 10 minutes and 3 seconds. Our safe heat isn't actually able, it looks like, to get to boiling. We hit 187 and it goes up to as high as 190 and then back down and back up and back down, but it won't seem to break the 190 mark. We have done some experimenting with safe heat. It wouldn't bring water to a boil, so we have experimented with and sometimes use this chafing dish to allow us to cook using 2 or 3 of these cans. Now, the manufacturer generally recommends that you don't use more than 2 at the same time. We are measuring the carbon monoxide levels. To kind of wrap up this portion of the experiment, we did find out that we had the same problem as yesterday, that the temperature just wouldn't get to boiling until we put a lid on. And that's a great reminder for all of us that we have to use conservation methods in what we do, and that a lid is a great source of conservation. It allowed this to get to boiling, and we did end up at about 29 minutes. We got to boiling, and the last 5 minutes of that was with the lid on, and it rapidly got from about 185 up to 203, which is boiling temperature for our elevation.
Let's quickly summarize what we learned from our experiments. Starting with denatured alcohol, fastest boil time, fairly reasonable cost. The initial cost is 16 cents per ounce. The cost to boil that 2 cups of water was 19 cents. It took 1.2 ounces of fuel to have that happen. The boil time was 9.83 minutes, and the flame was very clean. Moving to Everclear, it had a fast boil time, just a little bit longer. The initial cost, however, is 96 cents, which is much, much higher. Again, it took 1.2 ounces to accomplish the boiling, but the cost to boil was $1.15, so much, much higher. The boil time was very similar, and there was just a little bit of soot, so not quite as clean a flame. Moving on to the isopropyl alcohol, least expensive, at least initially, 8 cents an ounce to purchase, and it took about 1 ounce to boil the water, which means that it cost about 8 cents to boil that water. It took just a little bit longer at 11.25 minutes, but there was lots and lots of soot, a very, very dirty pan when we got done. And finally, the safe heat, the slowest, but still a fairly reasonable cost. It required a lid in order to get it to boil. Initial cost is about 17 cents. Again, we didn't really get it to boil without the lid. The flame is very clean, and when you put a lid on it, you can actually get it to boil. And that's another reminder to use conservation methods such as lids. Now let's compare the flames of each of these alcohols. If you look on the left, we have denatured alcohol, a very clean, strong flame, as is the Everclear. If you look at the isopropyl alcohol, a very yellow flame, a very sooty flame, and it has an odor that is, to me, quite offensive. And then on the very right there, you have the Safe Heat, which has a almost clear flame, not as strong and as hot, but a very clean flame nonetheless. My personal rankings for these alcohols would be number 1, denatured alcohol, because of its good heat, its clean flame, and fairly economical. My second choice goes to Safe Heat, which although it doesn't get quite as hot, it's still useful for a lot of good things, and it is very clean. My third choice would be the Everclear. Third choice because it's more expensive, largely, but it also does have a little bit of a sooty flame. And my last choice, obviously, would be the isopropyl alcohol because of its very dirty, sooty flame. For more information about the experiment we conducted, Google the Provident Prepper, Best Alcohol Fuels for Campers and Preppers. You may also want to Google the Provident Prepper Alcohol Stoves, safe to use indoors or outdoors. In this one, we talk a little more about cooking with alcohol safely. You can also Google the Provident Prepper Canned Heat, safe fuel for indoor emergency cooking. Each of these resources provides you with additional information that will help you as you look at these fuels and decide which ones are best for you.
So you can see the results that we came up with. Now, for the question of the day, what do you think of geeky engineers? And which of these fuels have you tried and what have your results been? What can you share with us? Comment below. Thank you for being part of the solution.